I am here with Karl Reilly. Now, you may recognise Karl because he actually won our Triumph TR3.
That's the one.
How long ago was that you won it?
That was 2021, I think.
Well, there you go. So it must have been quite early in our competition journey. But you have come today in your Triumph, the GT6.
Absolutely.
Now, this has a bit of a special story, doesn't it? Because you are part of the Club Triumph
That's
group.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you have just done a pretty amazing journey in this GT6, haven't you?
So it's the club's Round Britain reliability run. So 2,000 miles, 48 hours, taken in Nebworth where we start, running all the way up to John O'Groats for breakfast. So we start Friday, that's breakfast Saturday morning. Then we run all the way down through Scotland, down through Wales, take the M5 down to Land's End, and then we have breakfast at Land's End Sunday morning, 8 AM, and then we rattle across the south coast, back up and finish up at Nebworth at 6 PM on Sunday, making it the 48 hours. So continuous driving, a few control stops along the way, quite an adventure.
Oh my goodness me, so did you get any sleep at all?
So crew of two.
Right.
So one's driving and one tries to sleep. There's some exciting roads we drive down, so there's no sleep possible on those. But the motorway link sections, it's an opportunity to catch up, power naps rather than sleep.
Yeah.
But that's it. And coffee. Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee. When I spoke to you earlier, you mentioned there's such a camaraderie in your club. So, for example, you were doing this reliability run as a team. So, what I love the fact that you were saying that you really helped each other out on the journey.
Absolutely, that's a big part of it because the club's, very social. So I thought I'd got a wheel bearing on the way out, and I posted it on our group chat. And when I got to the next control stop, I had 3 people offering me wheel bearing kits and advice and help. And through the WhatsApp group, lots of other people had minor issues, some major issues, and spares were being exchanged and handed over and helped out. And at that level, it's about getting all the cars around if possible.
Yeah.
The clue's in the name, the reliability run.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's a real sense of community, and we're all doing it for charity as well. So.
Yeah, so as you just mentioned, you're doing it for charity. So it was an exciting, fun run, but you were doing it for a deeper cause as well. So you were doing this one for Huntington's Disease Association.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Huntington's is a hereditary disease. There's no cure for it, and it's a degenerative disease. So for people that have it, it is life-shortening in quite a major way, but it affects all the people around them as well. So for their carers and their other family members, it's a horrendous disease.
Yeah.
So the work of the charity is supporting not only the people with the disease, but also their network, their family. So, we doing it for charity, we can raise quite a bit of money for them. We're aiming at 70,000. It'd be great if we can blow that up to 100,000.
Wow.
And that's a major part of their operating commitment every year. Yeah. So, all of the teams, we all commit to raise some sponsorship. There's no minimum, there's no maximum, but the more we can do, the better. And it gives us a sense of purpose.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. And you mentioned there was quite a lot of cars who did this run. Did you say there was about 100 people signed up to do it? So I think
130 cars or 130 teams signed up. A few dropped out before the start. Always happens.
Yeah.
I think we had 110 starters, and I think we've lost about 15 on the run. Different breakdowns, quite significant. The weather we had in Scotland this weekend was horrendous.
So you were up there doing this run in that kind of torrential downpour.
Yellow rain warnings, storms. Part of the route we should have been driving was flooded, so we had to find alternative routes. We had trees down and car-killing sized puddles. I mean, they was huge. Another guy in a GT6 hit a puddle, just conked out. Took us a little while to get him going again, but we got him going and he completed the run, and that's what it's all about.
Well, what an absolutely amazing thing to do, and so good to do it for charity as well. And you said that you mentioned you did it with your son as well, which must have been so lovely. You must have made so many memories.
Oh, it's great. So he's just turned 25.
Yeah.
Until the drivers' meeting, he'd never driven this. It's Dad's car, So we took him out. He drove up to the drivers' meeting, so he's done that in daylight. So he's had about 200 miles under his belt before the run, and he's done at least half the driving on the event. Now, he'd never driven it in the rain before, never driven it in the dark. His first leg was in the rain and the dark. And he did it really well, really proud. And it's been just a fantastic drive for both of us.
Amazing. So is there one on the cards for next year as well?
It's run every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
So Club Triumph, we do the Round Britain this year, and then next year they do a 10 countries run.
Oh, okay.
So 10 countries in Europe, not including England.
Right.
Which is also a similar sort of driving challenge.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
So if someone wanted to give to the charity for this event, what do they need to do?
We've got a Just Giving page in our name. Hopefully we'll put a link under the video.
Yeah.
You can sponsor our team, or you can sponsor the Club Triumph as a whole. It doesn't matter. It all goes to the same place because all the funds are counted for Huntington's. So yeah, we'll provide a link to the Just Giving page.
Amazing. And if anyone wanted to come and join Club Triumph, what do they need to do that?
If you Google the Club Triumph Club and you go onto there, there's all the joining instructions. I mean, it's for people with a Triumph, any Triumph, or an interest in Triumphs.
Yeah.
So, you know, all are welcome. And it's the club that is about driving them, because most of our events are driving events. So it's a great way to take them out, stretch their legs, and see what they can do.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming to Coffee and Classics this morning. That's where we've seen you and getting to talk about this amazing run. And I didn't know about it, so it's nice to learn about something new.
My pleasure.
So thank you so much, and amazing work you're doing for the charity as well.
Thanks so much. Cheers.